You're probably thinking, what kind of weirdo am I to make this kind of video? Who doesn't like receiving compliments? Well, there's some compliments I can truly do without. And that's what I'm going to speak about in this video. So grab a drink and a snack and let's go. Hey people, it's Temi if you're new here, and it's Tuesday today, so you already know it's Temi's Tirade Day. So this is a series on my channel where I just rant about art things on Tuesdays. Last week I spoke about my favorite art supplies for my color pencil drawings. So if you want to know the tools behind my realistic drawings, then check out that video. I'll link it in the Temi's Tirade playlist. But today, we're going to talk about compliments I have a hard time saying thank you to, because it's not the compliment y'all thought it was. And for the most part, I know that it's probably coming from a good place, but compliments like, wow, you can do all of this and I can't even draw a stick figure. Your worst drawings are better than my best. The way you draw is incredible. Mine looks like trash. Do you know you don't need to put yourself down in order to compliment me? Because how do I answer these compliments? Thank you, but I'm sure your art is awesome though. Thank you, maybe you just need a bit more practice. To be honest, most of the time I don't reply when I see comments like this because I don't want to encourage this kind of behavior and these kind of comments. These comparison compliments aren't really giving. I don't believe in complimenting someone by comparing it to how bad you are at that thing. For example, if someone is a sick musician, let's say they're amazing on the drums, you are not going to say to them, oh my gosh, you're a beast on the drums. I can't even hold a beat. What does that have to do with anything? And if you do give those kinds of compliments, what kind of rubbish is that? For goodness sakes. Are they good only because when you compare your non-existent skills to them, then they're good? Or can they just objectively be good? So is someone only good at something because you can't do it? So now you appreciate the skill. What if you could do it also? It's just like me only giving compliments to artists that can draw as well as I can. Now you're good. But why can't they be good at various stages of their art journey before they get to my level? And I'm aware some of these compliments are coming from non-artists that truly believe they would never be able to create art to a professional standard. I think that's fair enough, but it's especially concerning for me to hear comments like these from fellow artists or aspiring artists. So I want to speak about comparison-driven compliments. You know, those compliments that are solely based on comparing this to this. A comment like, you're so much better than my other hairdresser. I guess that's praise to someone. That is a nice thing to say, that someone is good at something. But what if the other hairdresser was the worst hairdresser in the world? Now the bar is underground. It doesn't take a lot to be better than that. So is this really a compliment? Personally, I try to avoid comparison-driven compliments. And to be fair, they're quite harmless for the most part, but it's easy to slip into self-deprecating comparison compliments. And that's what I really want to highlight here today. The comments that end in, I could never, or my work is just so bad. Your worst is better than my best. I would honestly rather hear nothing than hear this kind of compliment. Let me be real. I'm not against self-criticism. If you watch any of my drawing videos, you know that I'm very self-critical about my work. And I'm always honest about how negative I sometimes feel during the drawing stages. And I've said this before in another video, but I only do this so that you guys know that I don't just go from zero to masterpiece. I also have some of the negative thoughts that some of us have during the process. And I share it with you so that you can also persevere during the ugly phase. So that you can also get to the end of the drawing and be happy that you completed it. But if you see my scheduled tour where I'm roasting my own art, you know I don't hold back. However, the gag is I am comparing me to me. I'm using it as a yardstick or a motivation mechanism for my future work. It helps with my drive for where I want my art to be. So I'm using it as a, you know, that piece is all right, but maybe last time, let's try to improve this. Or I wasn't really vibing with this part of the drawing, so next time, let's try to practice this more. It's me telling me that I know I can do better, so I'm going to strive to do better. I'm not putting myself or my work down because I saw someone else's work. I'm just looking at my work and thinking about improvements based solely about how I feel about the work, not because somebody else did a better job of it. So a self-deprecating compliment, to be honest, it's not a compliment. Let me be real. So let's change that. A self-deprecating comment is really not it. I get that for a lot of people, it's a defense mechanism and it can be used to compensate for a deeper insecurity. But you're centering yourself and making people feel bad about your work to give somebody else praise. The maths is not mathing to me. At the end of the day, you're just putting the receiver of the compliment in an awkward position. Or are you expecting or hoping for reassurance from that person? You should be able to say that something is good, period. It's not just good because you can't do it. To be honest, maybe it's not that deep and I'm just going OTT about the whole thing, but it genuinely makes me feel sad to see comments like this. Should I make a video about building confidence in your art? I think that could be a solution to this, so let me know if you want to see that in the comments. People don't always share their thoughts behind their work. Most of the time, you're just seeing pretty pictures on Instagram or a nice time-lapse drawing with some music in the background. But the reality is we're not always happy with the art we produce. But you should be able to look at your favorite artist's work and be happy and pleased with what you see without you feeling bad that you're not there yet. We're all on our own journeys, so don't compare yourself, don't compare your work to anyone else's. Focus on yourself, focus on your art, and focus on your own lane. Please, I'm begging you. I truly believe if you have the drive and you put in enough hours, you can get to mastery with your art. It's not going to be overnight. I'm more than a decade into my art journey, and the reality is getting to my level is not as out of reach as you think. With guided, productive practice, you can 100% get there. The reason I can draw like this is not because I woke up like this, word to Beyonce. It's years and years and years of practice. So if you want to hear me speak more about talent versus skill, can anyone learn to draw, then I'll link a video here where I spoke about it. Comparing yourself is not going to do you any favors about how you feel about your own artwork, so it's just not worth it. Especially if someone doesn't come back with the reassurance you are maybe hoping for, now you feel even worse about yourself and your work. But if you take nothing else from this video, please don't compare yourself to anyone. Whew, rant over. I feel like it kind of got heavy towards the end, but it genuinely makes me feel sad to see comments like this, and I thought I'd just address it today. So, too long didn't read. I know these comments are probably coming from a good place, but I still don't like hearing it. Please refrain from telling artists this. Please refrain from using this kind of complimenting style in life. And don't forget to focus on your own lane and your own art. But yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.